on Salam Media and One Nation FM.
Still to come that you need to look out for. We have the Champion South Africa feature, which I think is, and here's a question to you, even as you're listening to me, right? So here's the thing: how do you champion South Africa? Of all the things you champion in the world, you can champion 500 other things, but specifically, how do you champion South Africa? You tell me. 061 766 0355. And beyond that, do you know somebody formidable? Doesn't have to be well known, just somebody doing something formidable that for you is a great act of someone championing South Africa. If that's the case, I want to know. 061 766 0355. We may just be talking to them soon on the show because of your intervention, right? That comes up later on. We got a fascinating guest who does just that later, right? But for now, we spoke about mercy. In fact, Ashraf Gangraker will talk about just that. Ashraf, appreciate your time. Salaam alaikum. Good morning.
Alaikum salam. Good to be with you again, Ashraf. Trust you had a good weekend. And you're a
As-
formidable character that champions South Africa should. Maybe I could be speaking to you and interviewing you.
The doors are always open. Absolutely.
Great.
Thank you. Right. So let's talk about mercy. You want to touch on that, right?
I do actually want to, because it's something that I think Ashraf often gets lost in the busyness of life. So as you, in your introduction before the advert was saying, so we're in the first 10 days of Ramadan, and we're coming towards the end of that, and those are the days of mercy. And so we beseech Almighty, for His mercy, and ask that His mercy descends us all the strife in our lives and in the world, etc. But I want to be here today and remind us individually and collectively as communities and society at large that it is my contention, in order to receive mercy, we must show mercy. That there are elements in our lives, I think that it is crucial that we are in fact merciful to those of creation around us. And there are just two things I wish to highlight. One, for those of us who are perhaps fortunately, unfortunately, lucky to be employers, to be thinking of our staff. So if a female colleague or a male colleague comes along and says, I need to take my child to the hospital because he or she is unwell. Before we say no, I'm saying think with the mask and with the heart of mercy. Those of us who are fortunate to have families in our homes and we want to reprimand a child or a spouse or whatever the case may be, think with mercy. Not only in these days, in the series of these little chats we've been having, Ashraf, I've been trying to inculcate in our lives a sense of habit. We spoke about gratitude. We spoke about, being aware of that which is around us, etc. Conscious gratitude. And so today I want us to be consciously merciful. It's my contention, in order to receive mercy from He who is most merciful, then we need to show mercy as well.
And I mean, that's the essence, no matter what your faith is, whether it's an Islamic faith,
Absolutely.
whether it's Christianity,
Sure. Those are
Judaism, and
universal
a whole lot.
values,
The essence is, how do we expect our Creator to be merciful to us when we are not even merciful to His creation, even though both may be erring and having flaws? I mean, that's the story, isn't it?
But no, Ashraf, that's precisely the point. And it's in the erring that, quite honestly, mercy is needed. Because it is so easy to be judgmental. And as you correctly said, this is beyond just being Muslim and in Islam, right? For all of us, this must be a quality that we have in our lives. Otherwise, I contend we're going to miss the boat. Because how then would we attract goodness if we, by our instant judgment and sometimes negative judgments, will push people away from us and perhaps our faith? And so that we don't need to be sharing the faith, by wearing it on your sleeve all the time, but in the Prophet's words, to then be having the best of character, and by character, inviting people closer to who we are.
And I mean, it goes without saying that the Prophet, amongst the many ways, his sunnah has been described in the Quran as rahmatul lil alameen, a mercy
Absolutely.
unto the world. So
And so
if you
where's
want to
our
follow his
mercy?
sunnah, you'll be the
Where's
mercy
that
unto the
part
world.
of the sunnah in our lives, Ashraf? That's my reminder to everyone today.
Well, it's a
Be
reminder. I've made a
merciful
note of.
to mercy.
I've made a note. Ashraf Gangraker, thank you for your time. Thank you for putting mercy on the agenda. Goodness, don't we need that? Absolutely, right?
Absolutely.
Than's for your time. Salam
Thanks so
alaikum.
much.
Right, still
Take
more.
care, Ashraf. Take care.
Thank you. More to come. Talking about mercy of people doing good things. Debbie Cockrell, we've thrown it out to say, do you champion South Africa? And if the answer is yes, then how do you do so? So Debbie Cockrell, who's the chairperson of the Toy Library Educational Center, does fabulous work that in essence, is a manifestation of championing South Africa. We'll talk to her in a moment. We'll also talk to the representative, the chairperson of the Bosmont Mosque, because it's part of our feature about knowing the 30 most significant mosques in South Africa, historically and significant in that case there. So we'll chat to Faisal Saleh coming up in a few minutes' time as well. But next up, Debbie Cockrell.